But nobody knows the human side of Kashmir. And when we talk about the human side, then it transcends and you look at basically the pain and suffering of Kashmiris, and which is part of India.
If we are 7 lakh Kashmiri Pandits in exile, then that means we are 7 lakh stories, we are 7 lakh movies that need to be made.
जो ऊपर से मतलब ऑर्डर दिया गया है कि उसको हिट करो नहीं।
कौन था ये?
पंडित लाल।
हम मजबूर थे, हमारे हाथ बंधे हुए थे, उनके नारे थे कि अगर आप नहीं निकलेंगे हम आपको मारेंगे। ये उनके
क्या नारे लगाए आपने?
पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।
Namaskar, to Chisarni Meon, yani Deepika Zutshi hun, Hatat Namaskar. Welcome back everybody to Kahani Kashmir Ki. And today we have a very, very special treat for you. And the reason this is going to be a very special conversation is because we have a very helpful person here. We have somebody who is going to answer your questions that you may have been thinking about your health, about your fitness, about nutrition. And she is also very, very specially known as the daughter of Kashmir. So we heartily welcome to the show Shivani Fotedar, also known as the Diet with Shivani girl. Welcome, Shivani. Welcome to Kahani Kashmir Ki and welcome to Bharat Media.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me here. I'm really delighted to be here on this show.
Yeah, I'm very excited for our conversation today because बहुत often हमारे नजर में आता है कि people have questions about their health and about fitness and about nutrition and they don't know who to ask, they don't know where to go. कभी-कभी doctors इतनी easily accessible नहीं होते हैं, time नहीं होता है, doctor के पास तब जाते हैं when you have an issue, have a problem. So we are so happy and so glad that you could make some time and come and talk to our viewers about health and fitness and nutrition. So hearty welcome to you.
Thank you.
Okay, Shivani, let's go ahead and get started. We have a lot of questions for you today. So before we get started into the actual nutrition questions and questions about the work that you do, I would love for you to tell our viewers a little bit about your childhood and your growing up years.
Okay, sure. So you want me to speak in English, Hindi?
Mix chalega.
Which language do you prefer?
A mix is fine. Hindi, English, Kashmiri, whatever you'd prefer.
Okay, all right. So I'll use a mix of all the languages. So,
Definitely.
Okay. So I'm basically, of course, I am a Kashmiri Pandit and I have grown up in Kashmir till 8th standard. I was there. Mm-hmm. So, and then as we all know that we left that place, we got migrated. And then I was in Jammu after my 8th standard, my studies. I did my studies from Udhampur. Mm-hmm. So I until 12th standard I was in Udhampur and I did my schooling from Army Public School Udhampur. Mm-hmm. Then I went to Bangalore for my further studies. I have done my bachelor's in business management and I've done MBA HR and nutrition comes later. So that I will reveal later. But
yes wow. Wow, long and interesting journey.
yeah, very true. Yeah, very interesting. The journey, how it unfolds. So, so this is about my schooling and my college and
so
my parents.
Now I'm curious. Oh, go ahead. Finish your thought about your parents.
My parents were in Jammu, like others, and now that they are no more. So I have been in Jammu also for some time, but yes, most of my childhood has been in Kashmir and Udhampur, and then I went to South for my studies, and then I was working in corporates also after I finished my studies. I was in Delhi for a long time, and currently I am in Jodhpur.
Wow, wow. You've moved around quite a bit, and I'm sure you've gathered interesting experiences along the way as well.
Yeah, I was in Udaipur also for 5 years, and now
Oh,
that I'm in Jodhpur, my business and my like my work is 90% online. So I'm here because of my husband's posting. So
hmm.
we are posted in Udaipur, sorry, in
Hmm.
Jodhpur right now.
Jodhpur. Oh, okay. Exciting, exciting. So, since you mentioned, I have to ask you this. Since you mentioned that you were in Kashmir until your eighth grade, do you have any memories? Do you remember any of the times that you were young in Kashmir?
Yeah, yeah, of course. I think till eighth standard. I mean, you're mature enough. You understand things, and
Mm.
I used to
Wow.
go to school, and I have wonderful memories. With my parents. हम वहाँ पे जैसे शंकराचार्य जाते थे, और हर जगह, like we used to go to Zeechur, and then we used to go to Kheer Bhavani Mata,
Right,
and the way we used to celebrate all the festivals. I think
right.
it was like we've lost all the charm right now, I would say. But yes, it used to be a lot of fun there, and of course,
Right.
Kashmir is so beautiful. I remember each and everything. It's etched in my memories. I
Wow.
cannot forget Kashmir. I mean, it's my birthplace, of course.
Of
Uh,
course,
and
of
yes,
course.
it is our native, and we've been there. Our ancestors have been there. Our forefathers have been there. So, of
Right.
course, when someone asks me where are you from, so I have to give them a long story. But I proudly say that I am basically I'm a Kashmiri Pandit, and my native is Kashmir. So,
Mm,
so it
of
feels bad
course.
also sometimes when you have to kind of, tell them how come you are in Rajasthan and why you have been in Delhi and then you belong to Kashmir. So,
I know
so
geographically, Rajasthan is the exact opposite of Kashmir, so it's really
yeah, very true. So,
interesting.
people also like, they also want to, they're so curious and they want to ask me that, how is it that, you're here and you're saying that you're a Kashmiri Pandit, and but
Right,
yeah, end of it, I just tell them that I'm a proud Kashmiri Pandit, and I think after all the movies on Kashmir and or
right,
whatever has happened in Kashmir, I think people know Kashmir better now, and they know
right,
what happened and why we are out of that place. So,
right.
but yeah, it feels nostalgic sometimes.
Yeah, of course. Do you remember now? Now you said you remembered all the happy times that you spent back home. Do you have any memories of the disturbing times? Do you have any episode that you can share with us of something that disturbed you or bothered you or troubled you?
Yeah, of course. Why not? I think जब हम वहाँ से आ रहे थे, like we all, all were like leaving the place. Before that, जो कश्मीर में atmosphere था, it was not good at all. I
Right.
remember, my parents being so worried, and
Mm,
we all were kids, but we were told, not to laugh, not to just sit at one place and don't look out of the windows. And I think stone pelting भी होती थी windows पे,
right.
और
Windows. Mm,
बहुत बाहर से आवाजें भी आती थी. And as
mm,
a kid, I think what I remember, what I understood is that कुछ तो हो रहा है, there's something
mm,
bad happening around, we need to leave the
mm,
place. And I was a very happy-go-lucky kind of a child, and
mm,
I used to laugh a lot, and I used to think, what is happening? And then my parents used to say that don't laugh, it's not the thing. It's not a thing to laugh, and you have to be really serious and just keep quiet and shut your mouth. And so
Right.
I remember all those things. और वो वो blackouts होने और हमारे दरवाजों पे पत्थर फेंकना और
Right.
मस्जिदों में वो आवाजें आना. तो it's a actually it's a very bad memory. It's to I think to all of
Right.
us. I think yeah.
Right. A lot of our families, went through that. So
Yes,
obviously,
I think all of us, and the way we left that place, and
Mhm. True.
मतलब I think हम अपना कुछ इतना ज़्यादा कुछ सामान भी नहीं उठा पाए. I think
True.
what I remember is my mother took some gold and she took some utensils and some clothes, and that's it. We had
Right.
to leave everything there and just leave that
Right.
place. And I
Mhm.
think after we came to Udaipur, we were around 7 to 8 families living in one flat of just 3 rooms.
Right. Yeah.
So, and then in schools also, we used to feel so indifferent. Like, they used to say, ki, acha, you've come from Kashmir and acha, bhag ke aaye and all
Wow.
that,
Mm.
discrimination.
Right.
We had to face that as well.
Right.
So,
It's such a
yeah.
tough, yeah, such a tough age to go through that too.
Yeah, I think that I mean it's an age wherein you need not worry about all these things, and you just need to
Right.
study and just go for your activities, play
Exactly.
around, and do all
Right.
that. But then yes, I think we've had the tough times. And I think in terms of our education also, like we used to have very small rooms, and I think we used to have this 1 or 2 rooms, and there was a kitchen, and you had to study. You were 3 or 2 siblings, and you had to study in those rooms. And I think a lot of problems which our parents
Right.
faced, and
Right.
we also faced. So of course,
Yes.
but I think as Kashmiri Pandits, and uh, like the set of beliefs we have, and we are educated, and we've been always told to believe in ourselves, and get educated, and अपने पाँव पे खड़े हो जाओ, और यही सब कुछ है आपकी, आपकी एजुकेशन ही आपके लिए सब कुछ है. तो
Right.
आई थिंक वो जो हमारा बिलीफ सिस्टम है कश्मीरीज का, हमारा जो कल्चर है, हमारे जो वैल्यूज हैं, आई थिंक
Correct.
उसी ने ही हम लोगों को आगे बढ़ाया. और that's how I
Absolutely.
think we could manage all that, what we could endure,
Right.
whatever we had,
Yeah.
problems we had, those we faced. Yeah.
Yeah, the strength just came from within, and as a
Yes.
community, I think we've done very well for ourselves. We've progressed, and I think we are in a good place for the most part. I know there are still a lot of people who are still suffering and who are still not in a good position. I don't undermine that, but a lot of us have done very well. And I hope to showcase people like you who have done well so that we give hope to everybody else in the community, and showcase you as an example of success to the rest of the country as well.
Thank you.
Of course. So,
Yeah.
Shivani, go ahead. So I wanted to ask you, and you said you promised to tell us your foray from management and your studies into the field of diet and nutrition. So how did you decide to enter that field?
Yeah, actually, the journey started with my own health. Um,
Hmm.
uh, I was not healthy. I was diabetic myself. I'm an
Oh, wow.
ex-diabetic,
Hmm.
and I faced a lot of health issues like
Mhm.
liver problems, and
Hmm.
whatever comes with diabetes. Of course, we all know that it comes with
Mhm.
other bonus diseases, and my cholesterol was also very high, and overall I was not healthy, and I was obese too.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
then the quest started for my own health actually.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I started, researching that how can I take charge of my own health. And then, of course, I would say this happened because of my spiritual journey as well. That
Oh, wow.
this was my prayer that I want to reverse my own diabetes well, and then help others to in getting well and being for their health and well-being. So this was my prayer. I used to meditate. Actually, I am a staunch believer of uh, Buddhism as well, of course following my Kashmiri culture, and I do follow some Buddhist concepts, and I would say it's a life philosophy.
Right.
So I think some of my a part of my journey began because of the spiritual quest, and of course, I wanted to know more about diabetes, and then I designed my own diet chart. I studied about millets. I wanted to know how how and what can help me reverse my diabetes, because I was on a medication. I was on 5 medicines already.
Wow.
I was taking medicines for liver, cholesterol, diabetes, all
Wow.
that. And then that's how when I started using those diet patterns which I designed for myself,
Right.
and which included a lot of millets. I would come to the millets later, like if you have any
Right.
question for me in terms of the millets.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's how it started. And then when I started getting well, my my sugar levels started reversing. I could see a lot of difference in my whole in my own health, and I could see that I feel energetic,
Wow.
and my medicines were getting tapered down.
Ah.
uh, and then I stopped my medication after 2.5 months of, I was already on medication. See, I was diabetic for 4 years, but then I had started a medication just about like 3 months earlier to I stopped them. So when I stopped the medication, then I realized that I can help others also do so. And then I went towards nutrition, diabetic nutrition, Ayurveda nutrition, and I
Wow.
studied it formally. I did courses in these two fields, and that's how I became a diabetic nutritionist, and I started helping people. And then when I saw that people are responding to me, they are, and especially I think my own community people, they really followed me. They believed in me, and they started, following the same diet when I used to put on social media. I remember my friends following me on Facebook saying that, oh, you've lost so much of weight, and you've reversed your diabetes. And then I thought that, okay, why not to start it formally, and that's how
Right.
Diet with Shivani was born.
Yeah.
And then I, gradually I made my web page, and then, I did a lot of other things. Like I started social media accounts, and then I started reaching to people, motivating people. I started doing live sessions on Facebook,
Oh, wow.
Instagram, and that's how my journey started.
Wow, what a beautiful journey. Like you said, there's a little bit of self work there. There is spirituality there. There is then the feeling of, hey, if I can do this, you're giving now hope to other people, you're providing help to other people. What beautiful thoughts have gone into this. You mentioned millets. So you do have, currently you have two brands. You have Diet with Shivani, and you also sell millets under the brand Shivani's Food Products. So tell us a little bit about both those brands. And you said you have a social media presence, you do online sessions, you are on Facebook. Tell us a little bit about what happens within these two brands.
Yeah, a Diet with Shivani is basically, it's a personalized nutrition brand, wherein I do personalized programs for my members. I would not say clients. So Diet with Shivani members. So I do a 3 months and a 6 months program wherein the inclusions are like daily. There are 2 to 3 counseling sessions wherein I do diet counseling sessions with them. I do diabetic sessions wherein I tell them make them aware. I give them awareness about the disease, what is this disease, and what kind of diet patterns they can follow to reverse this disease. And then I do timely motivational sessions also, like depending on the member, like how many sessions the member would want. And then of course I do diet monitoring, and then we do regular checking of sugar levels, fasting, BP, and random levels once or twice a week. So that is how I run this program for 3 months. Same program is for 6 months. I do right now. I just do 3 and 6 months program. And see, I've seen that generally people reverse diabetes in 3 months. Some people might take around 6 months also to reverse the disease, depending on person's level of motivation, discipline,
Sure. Yeah.
and a lot of things like geographical area, culture, epigenetic, genes, and all that. So likewise, and then my brand, Shivani's Food Products. I started because when I started Diet with Shivani, and I used to recommend millets to people. So they used to they used to tell me, "Ma'am, why don't you start your own brand? Because we believe in you so much. We don't want to use any other brand. For millets also, we want to use your brand." So
Right.
I got this. This was very insightful for me. I mean, I really liked the feedback, and I thought, okay, let me not. Why not to give them something which I really know that what is like, is it good for them or not? Like in terms of
Exactly.
purity of the millets,
Exactly.
and
Right.
how pure the millets are, and
Yeah.
how because nowadays you see a lot of polished millets also in the market.
Right. This
So then I started,
contamination. Right. Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
this way
then
you
that
can
is
control
how,
the quality.
yeah, true. Yeah, because see, millets nowadays, there are a lot of polished millets. Actually, unpolished millets are good for you, but market has a lot of mix of the millets. So people
Right.
are really confused, and they want to use, unpolished and
Yes.
organic, good brand. So that is how, again, this quest for this brand and my own Shivani's Food Products. I launched this brand, and I registered with FSSI and FASSI, and then I launched this brand under which I sell 5 millets, 5 main millets, positive millets, which is brown top, puro, little millet,
Right.
foxtail millet, barnyard millet.
Wow. Do you have any other products aside from millets?
No, I don't have right now.
Right now, it's just
I just
millets.
have these. Yeah, I am authorized to sell other products also under this umbrella, but right now I'm selling just 5 millets, positive millets under Shivani's food products.
Awesome. Give me just a second. I just sorry about that, Shivani. My laptop unplugged. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. Okay. Now we're back. Okay. I'm going to ask you my next question now. So you have been working with people with diabetes for a long time. What are some of the main issues with the diet and lifestyle of Indian people that results in them suffering from this, what I would consider a very serious and debilitating disease?
Okay. See, there are a lot of things. When I speak to people, when I do counseling sessions, motivational sessions, and I'm generally also when I'm talking to people, on social media platforms and all. So what I feel is, first thing is a lot of unwillingness in a lot of people. They just don't want to reverse the disease. They are happy with popping pills and having the food they like. And second thing is unawareness. See, some people are unwilling. Some people I find are unaware. They don't know, what is the right way to reverse this disease or even manage this disease. And there are people who are confused because of so much of information and misinformation in the market.
Right.
I think they don't trust any brand, and they feel that it's a myth that diabetes can be reversed. And yeah, and I mean, these are, I think, some of the, what I would say is, mental block people are facing, mental blocks,
Right.
right? And in
Right.
terms of, if you ask me, diet and lifestyle, of course, people are suffering with this disease because the kind of lifestyle we have right now. I think, everyone is talking about lifestyle. So this is not something new. You're
Right.
like, for any disease for that matter, as in for a lifestyle disease, of course, we know that we need to we need to correct our lifestyle, right? And
True.
for diabetes also, people are very sedentary right now.
True.
See, if we remember, like I remember my school days, I used to go walking to my school. I think I used to walk around 1.5, 2 kilometers,
Right.
to my school and then coming back as well, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
and nowadays, I think we're not walking at all. If you want
Right.
to just, if you're sitting at home, we, if you want to switch on the AC also, we would use a remote
Now we
to.
have remotes for everything.
Right. So yeah. So
Right.
we have become so sedentary, and
True.
the eating patterns are the same which we had
Right.
about 10, 12, 20 years back. So
Correct.
we're eating too many carbs, and we have a sedentary lifestyle. So if
Right.
we talk about any lifestyle disease, and especially diabetes or maybe
Mm-hmm.
obesity,
Mm-hmm.
since we are talking more about diabetes, so it is all about carbohydrates. It's all about your carb intake. So
True.
either we need to control our carb intake, or we
Mm-hmm.
need to have an active lifestyle.
True.
So you must have heard
True.
about sitting is new smoking,
Ah,
right?
exactly. Yeah. Yes. True. That's
And
absolutely true.
seriously, I have observed it for last 2 or 3 months for myself also.
Mm-hmm.
That I actually I had to go through through a surgery 1.5 years back, and because of which I myself gained some weight back. uh,
Mm-hmm.
I had I reversed about, I think I lost about 17 to 18 kgs, and I
Wow.
gained some, kilos back. But then
Wow.
for last 3 months, what I've realized is I got a dog my husband got
There
a
you
dog
go.
3 months
Yep.
back. And now that what I can see is, he's keeping me so active and so
Yeah.
alert,
Right.
that I started losing weight after I became, so active, and I'm not able to sit a lot in terms of,
Right.
yeah, because in every hour he does some of the other activity wherein I have to, get up, and maybe he creates some mess, or he wants me to take him to walk, or he wants me to, give him food. So apart
Right.
from my work, see, my work is also, I work from home, everything happens, since my work is online. So
Uh-huh.
I'm all the time sitting. So I have
Right.
really observed this, that when you don't sit and you are active, it's not
Yeah.
about just going for a walk, about, you're
Right.
just going for a walk for 40 minutes and then sitting the whole day.
The rest
So
of
I
the
think,
time, yeah.
yeah, I think it doesn't really help. So,
Mm-hmm.
these are the, I think, major issues what people are facing in terms of lifestyle and diet.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are other issues as well when it comes to diabetes, like stress, and then your
Mm-hmm.
genes, your environment, your geographical area, and then
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things like, maybe you must be
Mm-hmm.
exposed to some
Mm-hmm.
chemicals, or
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of factors involved.
Right. True, true. What are some of the symptoms that normal people can catch and go to the doctor to get early intervention on that? Because, normal person like me, I might be suffering, I might be, diabetic, but I wouldn't know. What are some of the signs and symptoms that normal people should look out for?
Yeah, for diabetes, I think common symptoms, we all know that, if we are urinating a bit too much, we're going, we're doing it about 4 to 5 times a day,
Mm-hmm.
and generally in the night we are urinating a bit too much. That is one
Uh-huh.
of the common symptom. I think we all know. Blurry vision is a common symptom.
Oh,
And
that's
then I
right.
think uncommon symptom is that, when you have boils on your body, I think most of the people, they don't know about this. They don't know that, they don't get to know that if they have some kind of skin infection or skin tags, or
Mhm,
boils. So this
mhm,
is a sign that you must, get your sugar levels checked, and
mm,
of course visit your skin specialist and get your
mhm,
sugar levels checked. And there
mm,
are, I think these are the common ones. And then, you feel thirsty, you feel hungry, more
mm.
than required, I think. So
Oh,
when you
wow.
feel unusual thirst, unusual hunger, so these
Mhm,
are also common symptoms of diabetes.
mm. Oh, that's very interesting. Thank you for telling us about, some of the common ones, we knew about, but the uncommon ones are interesting to note. So hopefully
Yeah,
our
and if you have
viewers.
any kind of skin infections anywhere in your body, so that also is a
Mhm.
sign. That time
Wow.
also you should, get your sugar levels checked, your HbA1c 3 months sugar checked. So these
Wow.
are
Oh,
some, yeah.
yeah, good to know. That's great advice. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us today, Shivani. Shwani, tell us a little bit about, you explained to us and you told us about your journey, your education, and then your entrepreneurial journey and your own health journey and spiritual journey. Um, did you face any problems and roadblocks in your journey that you would like to share with our viewers today?
Uh, as in my entrepreneurial journey, you were talking about.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. See, I think, it is a long journey. And when you start from scratch, so you have to definitely face a lot of I would not say roadblocks, but yeah, a lot of milestones are there. There would be success, there would be some failures, there would be learnings, there would be feedbacks, there would be probably you need to upgrade yourself on certain platforms, like maybe I find I find it very easy to connect to my clients and to motivate them to reverse diabetes for them, but I find it very difficult to manage my vendors. So I was talking to one of my vendor yesterday. I told her the same thing, that for me vendor management has been very difficult. So I think, yeah, because they give you a tough time. I don't know. I have had a tough time with a lot of my vendors, because of which I think that has been one of the roadblocks for me, that I would say. I think it's a long journey, and yeah, and I think you just need to learn from your failures, and then I think that's how you scale up to the next level. And then and then you step up and go to where is your next level of success. What is what is that defined for you? What is success for you in terms of everyone has its own definition of success, right? So for me, success is not being unhappy and then chasing my goal. It could be any goal in terms of financial, or in terms of any goal for that matter. So for me, happiness is very important. So it's not that for me, success is just reaching your goal and being very unhappy in midst of your journey. So and I think it's a never ending journey. So you have your own learnings and failures and successes.
True. What would be your one big advice to other entrepreneurs who want to start their own businesses based on everything you've learned?
Okay, so I would say that you really need to first you need to be very clear that what are your values. What is that? What value you want to create in other person's life. When it comes to my business, it's more of a mission for me. I don't take it just a business. It is more than a business for me. It's a mission for me, wherein I value others more than just about my business. Like what is that other person is expecting out of you, and what value you can create in that person's life. And when you do that, I think they also start valuing you, and I think that's how your business would also grow.
That's a very important marketing and business school principle.
Yeah, true, very true. It's a marketing, it's a very profound marketing principle as well. But if we take it, if we take it on the spiritual side, it's a beautiful value creating journey which you can have. Just about thinking that it's just a business. You can think of having that value creation journey for your set of people you are catering to or serving to.
True.
So I think
Absolutely.
that is very, very important. Just keeping it as just about your business.
Yeah, that's beautiful. What a beautiful thought that goes behind the, what would be considered a very capitalistic principle of a business and making money. But now you're putting the human element into it and making it a beautiful journey. And like you said, putting the value in it. And I think that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us, Shivani. Um, okay, so I want to ask you, an interesting question, which you already told us a little bit about your own journey, your own success story, where you said you were able to reverse your own diabetes. Um, do you have any other success stories that where you helped a person get on a healthy path in life, or were able to successfully reverse their diabetes as well, and what was their reaction to their interaction with you?
I have many success stories, and I think 90% of them are Kashmiri Pandits. And
Nice.
I have lot of Kashmiri women who
Hmm.
have had success stories with me in terms of reversing their diabetes, feeling energetic, or gaining their overall health and well-being. uh,
Nice.
yeah, and I think if you ask me, I think one of my clients or members, I remember, she reversed her diabetes in just about 25 days. When
Oh,
she came to
wow.
me, yeah, when she came to me,
Yeah.
her sugar levels were like too high, like they were skyrocketing, like 325 or something.
Uh-huh.
and
Wow.
uh, and when she connected, I just told her that just follow this diet for
Uh-huh.
about 3 months,
Hmm.
and you will see significant changes in your levels, and
Hmm.
gradually you'll be able to reverse your A1C, HbA1C also, which is a 3 months value
Uh-huh.
report.
Right.
So, so now I still give an example to my other members to
Uh-huh.
motivate my other members. So
Right.
I think she what I told her to do in 3 months, she could achieve it only in 25 days.
That's
Because
motivation for you. There you go.
yeah, seriously, yeah.
Mhm.
And she I think she could do that because she followed the diet to the T 100%,
Right.
and
Mm-hmm.
she exactly did what I told her. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how she was able to reverse the disease so quickly. and
Uh-huh.
and and she still gives me a lot of blessings, and I still get
Mhm.
messages from her, and she's still connected with me. So
Yeah.
I think this is one of the success story. And another success story is one of my members. She's very dear to me. Her name is
Mhm.
Kusum Dar. I don't mind taking her name because she's like a soulmate to me now. She's elder to me, quite elder to me, but yes, she still motivates me, and she would leave a comment everywhere on the social media, wherever I put my videos, or
Nice.
my pictures, or whatever,
Uh-huh.
motivating I put. So,
Mhm.
she also followed the diet patterns very strictly, and she
Mhm.
reversed her diabetes in about 3 to 4 months.
Wow.
She also came to me with very high levels, and
Mhm.
right now she's in Canada, and she's coming back to India, and
Mhm.
she's still doing very well, though she's
Nice.
already done with her program, but
Uh-huh.
she's still connected to me, and
Wow.
she has lost a lot of weight also. She, I think,
Mm.
lost about 20 to 30 kgs with me.
Wow. Wow. My God, I'm feeling so inspired. That is,
Yeah, this is inspiring, and I think that's what keeps me going as well. Because when I look at, it's not that I just I motivating them. It's said that when you encourage someone, for you are the first one who gets encouraged. When you are
That's
encouraging someone, right?
yeah.
So,
Oh, you
so
said it
that's
so
how I get so much
beautifully.
of encouragement from my members, and
Yeah.
that keeps me going, and that helps me move ahead.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that is so nice. Thank you for sharing these stories. They're heartwarming, they are motivating, and I'm hoping that the viewers are also going to be inspired to find their own health journey and spiritual journey based on everything you've told us. Shivani, I want to ask you a personal question now. Um, some of the, we talked about millets earlier, and millets are obviously considered a diabetic superfood almost. Tell us about some other healthy foods that you have adopted in your diet that we wouldn't think to adopt normally. Like, what are some of the other things that you have started eating?
Okay. See, I don't eat anything which is not Indian, which is not native, which is not local. So
Mhm.
yeah, but in my house, it's been 4 to 5 years that we don't get breads at home. I make my
Ah,
own breads, millet breads.
nice.
And
Hmm.
yeah, and see, millets, of course, I have adopted millets for last 5 years. I am having millets myself.
Hmm.
I have introduced millets in my own diet. And
Hmm.
then it's not about that I have added something which people won't know, but yes, I think we all know that fruits are good for us, vegetables are good for
Right.
us, now, and there is I think Mr. Modi has created a hype about millets also. Not a hype, of
Yeah,
course it is a superfood, and I
it
think he's
is. Yeah.
encouraging. We have had
Mhm.
an international millet year, and that's how
Right.
people got to know more about millets. But
Mhm.
yes,
Right.
I have eliminated some foods totally from my diet, which of course I don't allow my clients also, my members also, to
Mhm.
to add in their food or in their
Mhm.
patterns.
Mhm.
So I don't eat breads. I don't eat. I don't eat anything fried, which is like a kachori, samosa.
Those are
Yeah,
the
these things are
disastrous
totally
things.
eliminated from my diet.
Right.
And then yes, I do eat rice, and rice I do eat weekly once or twice. But yeah, one thing which I think could be a tooth bomb for a lot of your viewers, that I don't eat wheat at all.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so wheat,
Interesting.
I have totally abandoned wheat
Mm.
for
So
my
is it
family.
because of the gluten? Is gluten the culprit there?
Yes,
Mhm.
because I am ex-diabetic myself, but
Mhm.
then my reports are normal
Mhm.
for last 4 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but then still I take care, and wheat I don't eat is, yes, because of gluten and because of high carb meal.
Mm. True.
Yeah, it's a very high carb.
True.
Wheat is very high carb food.
Right.
High carb food. So
Mhm.
that's how
Right.
I don't
Right.
eat wheat myself. Because see, if you eat even two wheat chapatis in the morning, so I
Yeah.
think you have already consumed the entire carb load of your day.
Oh, wow. Oh my
So,
gosh. We
while
don't even
you,
think about that. We
yeah,
just think, "Arey, it's
exactly.
just two chapatis, not bad."
Yeah, true. Because see, one wheat chapati is about, it has 80% carbohydrates in it, So
Mm-hmm.
probably if you have eaten two chapatis, that means you've already eaten um, 300 to 400 grams of carbs, you know.
Wow.
No,
Oh,
100 grams की तो होती है एक चपाती है ना.
right.
So
When you
like
break it
that.
down like that, it's so scary.
Yeah, I mean, and then see, it's not about only about the carbohydrates. I think nowadays people are getting gluten allergies, celiac disease, wheat
Correct.
allergy. So it is all happening because of the gluten in wheat, and there is no other nutrition left in wheat. See, it
Mhm.
doesn't have protein, it doesn't have any minerals. So
Mhm.
why do we eat it? You know, if we think like if we think with the mind of nutrition, you know,
Right.
if we
Right.
think with our taste buds, then of course anything is good for us. We just need to have
Exactly.
good taste, right?
Yeah, and sometimes it's just a matter of habit. If you've traditionally been used to eating rotis,
Yes.
chapatis, then you just continue that and you don't know any better. But when I hear people like you and you broke it down so beautifully, then you kind of get an understanding of why you should look into changing your dietary patterns.
It's not that easy. See, you know, some habits are acquired, which you have acquired in
Right.
probably in some time, like maybe having a burger or a pizza. We never had burger or pizza about 10 years, 12 years back. But
Yeah.
then, you know, wheat is something which you've been having for such a long time. You know, like
Right.
even our ancestors, our parents, our forefathers,
Mhm.
everyone has been having wheat. So
Right.
this is in our genes. So it's not that easy to eliminate, you know, wheat out of our food patterns or diet patterns, whatever. So, but then
Absolutely.
how I motivate my Diet with Shivani members is that aren't you changing your, clothing patterns? Aren't you changing your attire? You know,
Oh,
aren't you
good
like nowadays
analogy.
nobody wants to wear suits, everybody wants to wear you know, like western dresses, and
Right.
everyone wants to, you know, because yeah, the culture is such and people feel comfortable also. So
Right.
if we have changed our habits there, so why can't we do it when it comes to our health and you know, our own well-being?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, what a great example to give, and what a beautiful way to explain that.
yeah, I
Um,
mean, so this is how I motivate people, but it's not that easy. It's very difficult
breaking
to
old habits is,
eliminate.
yeah. Breaking old habits, I've found, over my own
Yes.
lifetime too, is such a hard thing to do. And then falling back into those old patterns is, so easy.
Yeah,
um,
very true. But yeah, we, you know, it's all about your mind, and we can, you know, we can use a lot of mind-based techniques wherein we can
right.
change our habits. Uh,
Right.
if you change your habit for just about 21 days, it becomes your new
Yeah.
habit, you know.
Yeah,
So we went,
exactly.
we have seen that you know, a lot of researchers are talking about this.
Yeah,
So we can
true.
do that. It's not
Mhm.
that difficult also, but yes,
Right.
it takes time to build new habits and leave your old habits.
Yeah.
So
And the
it
human mind and human spirit is very strong. I think if we put our minds to it, we can do anything we
yeah,
want.
of course, yes, we can definitely we can achieve anything which seems impossible to us. We can make it possible. So it's just that you need to say it in your head. So today only I was doing this activity with my spiritual I would say mates. So
Mhm.
I told them to do this activity wherein I made them I told them to make bookmarks,
Uh-huh.
and they wrote that we can make anything which is impossible to possible. You know, we can make it possible. So when they wrote, of course, it goes into their head. You know that yes,
Right. You start
impossible.
internalizing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because whatever you say in your head again and again, so
Yeah.
I think you were able to conceive it also, and you're able to perceive and achieve it also. So it is
Exactly.
all, you know, what you are talking to yourself in your head. So it's
Yeah.
again a habit and it's again a practice.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
overnight.
True. Very, very beautifully said. Thank you. I have to ask you one more truth bomb. You told us about wheat. What do we Kashmiris do about damalu, Shivani? What do we do about damalu? I got to have my damalu.
The malu is a big problem for everyone, and when I put my messages and when I put my videos, when I send them across in certain groups where I am, and apart from my own social media platforms. So, I get a lot of some people give me a lot of blessings, and some people, kind of curse me that, oh my God, why are you talking about diabetes? We want to have our own damalu rice, and so don't you have, you don't know Kashmiris cannot stay without rice, and you are saying that don't have rice and don't have damalu and all that. So I understand all that. So, but what I tell my Kashmiri members is अगर आपको खाना ही है दम आलू यार आप एक दिन खाओ 2 दिन खाओ बट आप वही दम आलू 4 दिन खाते रहते हो आप
Right.
एक बार में ही इतना सारा पतीला बनाते हो और फिर आप उसको ही कंटिन्यू करके अच्छा वाइन खेमो पगा और वाइन खेमो रास कल के वाइन पे थोड़ा सा वाइन खेम So, it just continues for a week. And same thing for Rogan Josh. So I think
True.
we need to understand all this before it's too late. मैं भी दमालू बनाती हूँ, but I make it in an air fryer.
Me too. I do it in an air fryer now. It works out. It might not be the best, but it works out.
Yeah,
You get
I
your
mean,
damalu.
you just need to, fill your taste buds or respond to your taste buds. So it's okay. When I made it for the first time, my husband also kind of, he was kind of कि क्या एयर फ्रायर में दम आलू बनाओगी मैंने कहा आप एक बार खाओ फिर देखते हैं if you don't like it then I will not make and now we make it in air fryer only and he also knows that ये तो air fryer में ही बनाएंगे
Exactly. Yep, I've tried it, and yeah, it was not very great the first couple of times, but जब हाथ बैठ जाता है, then I think it works out really well.
हाँ हो जाता है बट वही मैं बोलूंगी कि ठीक है ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि अगर हमने 15 दिन में 1-2 बार दम आलू खा लिए योर बॉडी डजंट चेंज इन 15 days or 10 days your body changes in 3 months to 6 months I think when we start abusing our body then we start getting these diseases and हमारा बॉडी का अपना खुद का अच्छा मैकेनिज्म है सब कुछ पचाने का डाइजेशन करने का एवरीथिंग इज ग्रेट but then
Right.
what we do is what I feel now is that we really abuse our body आज हम ब्रेड खा रहे हैं कल हम दम आलू खा रहे हैं परसों हमने फिर कुछ आलू फ्राइड बना लिया फिर उसके बाद हम रोगन जोश खा रहे हैं उसके बाद हम आज मेरे घर में बटर चिकन बना है
You're right. चलो बारिश हो गई, चलो पकौड़े बना दो.
So, we just keep going on. We just don't stop and understand that ठीक है यार अगर हमने आज खाया we should be mindful कि अभी हफ्ता 10 दिन नहीं खाने का है.
Absolutely.
So we actually need to be mindful of eating healthy and unhealthy both.
Right. But use it as a special treat, maybe, rather than make it a daily habit.
Yeah, because see, times are such that I see even 30 years, 26 years old. Recent case I got from Chandigarh. She is just 26 years old and she's type 2 diabetic. Wow. She's a Kashmiri too. And I mean 26 years and not even type 1. See, type 1 and type 2, there is a difference. Type 1 happens to very small young kids and juvenile kids and all. And type 2 happens only, it used to happen only post 30 age. अभी क्या हो रहा है टाइप 2 भी 25-26 साल के लड़कियों को लड़कों को this generation is getting type 2 diabetic.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying, that time has really time is in terms of I was listening to some of the podcasts wherein this guy who's a celebrity nutritionist, he was saying that, we are going to have the youngest and the sickest generation.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Because,
So
the
true.
like we see these younger generation, they are feeding more on fast foods rather than having homemade food,
Exactly.
तो
Yeah.
क्या होगा फिर वही होगा ना कि यंग जो जनरेशन है वो सिक ही होएगी they are going to be sick
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and you were saying that health and which is so sad which is
Yeah.
actually which made
Yeah.
me so sad
Yeah. Very
he said that
unfortunate.
yeah and he said that healthcare industry is going to triple and more than that in their profits just because of all these things
Right.
क्योंकि obviously अगर हर कोई बीमार हो रहा है हेल्थ केयर का तो होना ही है ना they are going to have profits.
True.
You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So this is
Yeah.
actually I think we really need to be mindful of all these things. It's not about the age now.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm so happy and proud that we have somebody like you within our community who is helping all of us and, guiding us and telling us how to eat right and, leading us in the right direction. So I'm really happy and proud that we have somebody like you. Shivani, I'm looking at time and we are almost out of time, but I quickly do want to will let you tell our viewers where can they find you if they want to come and get a consultation, get in your program, get attached with your work. How can they find you and where can they find you? Please tell us.
They can find me on Facebook. I have an account on Facebook with the name of Diet with Shivani.
Perfect.
And I'm on Instagram as well. And my account, again, my page is similar, which is Diet with Shivani. And I am running a clinic also in Jodhpur. So, people who are local here can get in touch with me.
In
And
person.
otherwise, I'm quite, I think, I connect to everyone and I'm accessible to everyone. So
Great.
they can DM me, they can message me on Facebook, Instagram with the name Diet with Shivani.
Great,
that's it.
great. Perfect. Thank you for telling us about it. And for all the viewers out there, if you have any kind of health problems, please don't ignore your health. Health is wealth. And so please follow everything that Shivani shared with us today. And if you ever have any concerns, go see a professional, go see somebody and get the help that you need. Don't suffer in silence. Our community needs to awaken and be mindful of our collective health and our individual health and diet and fitness and nutrition for, a happy, healthy, and long life, which is what we all deserve. So, Shivani, with that, I thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for coming to Bharat Media and sharing with us here on Kahani Kashmir Ki the wonderful work that you are doing and how you are doing it and the motivation that you have. Thank you for sharing your story and your journey with us.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Thank you so much. Thanks again. A lot of gratitude to you and the channel. Thank you.
Of course, our pleasure and our honor. To all the viewers, thank you for joining today's episode of Kahani Kashmir Ki. And if you have a story that you want to share, and if you have a talent or a skill or a business that you want to talk about here on the show and talk about it with the rest of the community, please contact me. I'm Deepika Zutshi and Toichu Sarni Myon Hathat Namaskar.
But nobody knows the human side of Kashmir. And when we talk about the human side, then it transcends, and you look at basically the pain and suffering of Kashmiris, and which is part of India.
If we are 7 lakh Kashmiri Pandits in exile, then that means we are 7 lakh stories, we are 7 lakh movies that need to be made.
जो ऊपर से मतलब ऑर्डर दिया गया है कि उसको हिट करो, मैंने किया।
कौन था ये?
पंडित लाल।
हम मजबूर थे, हमारे हाथ बंधे हुए थे, उनके नारे थे कि अगर आप निकलेंगे हम आपको मारेंगे। ये उनके
क्या नारे लगाए आपने?
पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद,